Happy Monday, everybody. You ready to get this show going? Are we ready to go? All right, we're about ready to go. Okay. Who's first? Perfect. Door, honey. Who's cheating? Who's being true out there? Do we really even care anymore? Who's chasing that dragon? All right, all right, all right. Replay crew, you will not hear that song. This will be edited out. And, as always, this content is my personal opinion. It's intended for commentary and entertainment purposes only. It should not be taken as a fact. Viewers are encouraged to do their own research. This is not a research channel. And draw your own conclusions after you do your own research. All right, thank you very much for that. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully, you had a great weekend. Come on in. Oh, I guess it just, all things just happened over the weekend, right? Like everything happened over the weekend. And I also put in here a little uh in the very top of the chat, if you guys would go over to Facebook. I created a Lady K After Dark or Lady K something, right? Sub up to that, because apparently if my information is going to be shared over there, hell, I might as well share it myself, right? So I created a Facebook over there, because if my information is going to be shared, hell, just take it right off that Facebook page, honey. All right, and let me tell you, hey Facebook. All right. Oh Lord. So apparently, some stuff went down on the weekend. Woo, baby, got the card. They said we don't need that damn. We don't want that Range Rover. Okay. Apparently, Eric paid out some money allegedly. All right, we're gonna get to all of that. We're gonna get to all of that. Hopefully, you guys had a great weekend. Breezer, I see you in here. Mama Bear, thanks for taking your time out to come over here today. Let's see what we got here. TT is a new member. Thank you very much for that. Always welcome new members and appreciate it. All right, let's see who else is in here. Poppy's in here. Tracy's in here. Let me start from the beginning so I don't forget. I'm in here, and I did, here's the thing at the very top. If you guys want to go over there and subscribe, we'll go live over there. Yes, honey, see, we go live over there, and we can comment and stuff over there, right? So yeah, I'm not gonna make videos. Just gonna go live. We're just gonna have it out on Facebook, honey. We gonna get dirty in November. Dirty November, okay? Karen, good to see you. Vena's good to see you. Tamra, good to see you. Too much, Mom. Happy November and happy Monday to everyone. TT, thank you. And thank you for your membership. Trace said, testing 1, 2, 3. Is this thing even on? Is this thing even on? Is this even my live? Florida life in the sun. Wasn't it a beautiful weekend, Florida? That's why I was like, I'm tapping out of YouTube and all of the things. Okay, it was a beautiful weekend in the state of Florida. Weather that people pay for. Okay, we had weather over the weekend in Florida that people pay good money for. Okay, so I try to soak it all up. All right, love this song. This funny. This song, I had to. I had to. Mitzi, it's good to see you. I'm a bear. Okay. Breezer is in the house. DMJ is in the house. All right. Token Hillbilly is in the house. Pretty Bird. All right. Thank you so much for sharing that. I think there was one made that. Hopefully that's the right one. I don't know. I guess if I get subscribers, we'll know. I'll keep you updated. Now, keep in mind, whenever I create something like this channel, it's our channel. That's our Facebook page over there, okay? And if you go over there and people want to be mean to us, we'll take him to the woodshed, baby. Okay, there is no shame in our game. We roll as a team over here. We're rolling from YouTube over to Facebook now, people. Holy shit. All right, and we run deep. We roll deep, okay? All right, so it was just created. So I said, yes, this is me from YouTube, because people are like, there are people who've made other channels, but okay, so let's get to it. Let's get to it. So I first want to share, why did that just happen? Don't start your shit, YouTube. All right, so let's go ahead and go to Patrick. Patrick made a statement, it looks as, over the weekend, okay, along with the video. And we're going to watch it all here today. I'm sure that you guys have seen it. I don't know who shared what over the weekend, because like I said, I literally tapped the hell out. All right. And I enjoyed the weather and time with my friends. Okay. All right. So let's see here. Let's go to it. All right. Gotta make it big here. Oh, Lord. Share to the screen. Okay, there's a okay. Thank you, Mama Bear, for putting that out there. I think to go live, you have to. There's some things we got to do before we can go live over there. You got to have so many subscribers for so I don't even know because I don't know anything about Facebook. So over there, we're going to be on the struggle bus for a little bit until we figure it out. All right, and if you're not on Facebook, that's okay. We will never stop YouTubing. YouTube is our home. Ashley is must be watching because she just followed. Ashley shared my post. I'm not trying to dig at you, Miss Ashley, about digging and sharing content, baby. Content is for public consumption. I am not someone that does not believe in sharing. If it's public, share that shit. But so I'm not. This isn't referring to her at all. But please feel free to come into our chat. We are good people over here. We talk a lot of shit. We have a good time, but at the end of the day, we're just here for some laughs, giggles, and what the hell's going on. Okay, so please make yourself at home, Ashley. I did comment underneath Ashley's video, so if she asked her if she had an email because she has a pretty she has a lot to say on her Facebook, and I like to talk with other content creators just to get their perspective. You know what I'm saying? And also, if we're digging what she's got to say, we can go over there and we can follow her too. I did follow her. I do follow her on my Lady K. I'm following the people. All right, and I was gonna drop her a link, and I was gonna ask her privately, not publicly, and if she would ever like to come up and have a little chit chat about what her point of view thus far in the Whitaker saga drama season 4. Are we on season 4 yet? Is this season 4? Season 4 of the Whitakers. Okay. But so people will get to understand my personality and they'll be all right. They'll be all right. Okay, they'll be all right. But so everyone, if Ashley ever chooses to come in to the chat, we always meet everyone with kindness because this is a place that we all get to have a good time and express our feelings without being judged. Okay. That was a lot, wasn't it? Let me bring this shit up here. Let me bring this up. Oh, Lord Jesus. Okay, add to stage. All right. So, here we go. Here we go. So apparently we're going to say what day, time. This is not my content. This is Patrick's content. Got the blue check mark. Okay. October 31st at 7:06 p.m. Mr. Patrick thought he needed to make a statement and he needed to come out before he went trick-or-treating or before he passed out the candy to the kids. He said, before I even get my costume on, I've got to tell the people this. I've been silent for a minute, just trying to reflect on everything. But this kind of got me. This car was bought for the Whitakers so they could have transportation. When I first gave them the car, there was a stipulation that it was to be used only by Larry, and it was Betty's car also. I recanted my original thought of putting my name on the title. I recanted my original thought and put my name on the title. I decided I wasn't going to be responsible in the event that it was going to be used as for the purpose it was bought for. You can read the date of the video and see when it was brought back by the neighbor instead of Larry himself. Which, let me tell you, I think that was pretty bogus. Larry, get your ass over here, Larry Whitaker. Acting like, you just a good old boy. Get over here, son. Whenever someone buys you something and you want to gift it back, take your ass to his house. I'm here to tell you, Mr. Whitaker, that is not nice. You can like Patrick or you ain't got to like Patrick. But let me tell you, that was some boofuckery. That wasn't right. That wasn't right. Sending somebody else to do your dirty work, son. Okay? See that? Now you're getting on my bad side, Mr. Whitaker. Because someone found it in there. Your money or not your money. That's beside the point. He went down there. Yes, he did. And he gave you them damn keys to that damn Range Rover and said, here you go. Get yourself some groceries and all the things you can get to do with the car. So then you decided that you didn't want it we'll read the reasons why here in just a moment. And then you had someone else drop that damn car off. Why? That shit wasn't right. Like Eric or like Patrick or not, still that shit wasn't right. Mm-mm. What people don't realize is there's two ways out of this area, either right up past my house or down past Betty and Larry's. The day before this video took place, I had a conversation with Larry as to why my damn name was still attached to the car because the insurance was in my name. Only to find out on the night before this video, Larry and BJ was out hitting back roads and mud holes in two counties over chasing the dragon's tail. And if anyone doesn't know what chasing the dragon is, that means the old pipe, the old white stuff that goes in the end of the pipe, shh, smoke it up, toke it up. Okay, illegal substances. Okay, out there chasing the damn dragon's tail. I've come to the conclusion that no matter how nice you are or how much help you offer, it's never good enough. I refuse to waste my damn speck more. Waste a damn speck more of my time. Enough is enough. All right, so here's the video. Let me check in with you guys. Make sure you're all still here. Okay. He can go steal Patrick's gas, but couldn't return the rent. Right? I mean, to me, that's not good. That's not good business, honey. I mean, Charles, you come in here all the time with the goodness, okay? You said these Whitakers have got good at finding suckers, right? Let me tell you what, if someone pulled up at my house with a damn Range Rover, I'm like, can we get something a little bit more economical? All right, because maintenance on a Range Rover is kind of expensive. But I wouldn't just have the neighbor go return the damn thing. I'd be like, listen, I appreciate you and all of your thoughts and all the energy you put into getting me this vehicle because you sure, God knows I need it, honey. But let me tell you, I need like a little shit and getter, okay? Something that I can afford to buy tires on and get it maintained, okay? Now, that's beside the point. We're past that shit. Can I say a minivan is much more economical? And I heard that somebody went and got them a damn minivan. Along with the damn propane heater or some type of BTU propane heater. Lord Jesus. Okay, I think it was like $30,000. We got to go read this, okay? I said, Lord Jesus. But here's the thing. They didn't want the vehicle because some other Gary dude bought them a minivan, right? It's all crazy to me, but that's fine. They don't need to have the minivan, but they should have returned it respectfully. You know what I'm saying? Let's have some couth about us. Country folks got class. You don't have to be poor to have some damn couth about you. You can be poor and still have couth. Okay, you can be poor and still have some common sense about you. Just poor don't make you dumb like that. I'm sorry. Ooh. Where's Kenneth and all this? Yeah, where is Kenneth and all this? Were the Whitakers told to stay away from Patrick, or did Patrick tell them they're not allowed on his property? I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea what went down in the get down. But there could have been some type of communication. You know what I'm saying? It was just a couple weeks ago he delivered the car. So, You said she missed so much. So we're going to watch this video here of the... what the hell? I hate when my computer does that. So not the jump screens. Oh, God. All right. All right, let's turn it up. Turn it up!
Let you hang out.
Where's you at, Patrick? Oh. Oh. Knock, Patrick. I see you move. Where you at? Where you at? I was going to give you this. The key to that vehicle. That black one. Yep. They turn around and come down and ask me to bring it up here to you and to tell you thank you, but they didn't need it. They had somebody else helping them with the vehicle or something.
Yeah, I don't know if it's BJ or not.
I told them, I mean, I ain't in it, so.
It does
But
sound
I'm
like
going to
her.
sit right here, Patrick. Thank you.
It doesn't look like BJ's hair. Well, so there's that. Okay. Ooh, they all sound alike, Buffalo, and look alike. Yeah, it doesn't sound like. Yeah, this lady's voice is more gravelly. It doesn't look like BJ. I mean, everyone they have a southern drawl to them, so that might be why people think it is. But to me, I probably not BJ, or you might have, I don't know. The conversation might have went a little differently, in my opinion. But hey, I saw a good still from the video, and it definitely wasn't BJ. Pam said it definitely was. Pam's over here saying it definitely was not BJ. She's here to cut the damn rumors out. Okay, good to see you, Pam. So he said that he done with this shit. He said he done with it. He ain't doing nothing, and that's after um uh Brian said that he was done too. Now, here's my thing about this. I believe, in my opinion, so far, I think that Betty did have the meeting with the Adult Protective Services (APS), and I think that they had told her that, hey, if you want anything to do with your siblings, your family that is in protective custody, you cannot have any kind of dealings with content creators, because these people are being protected. They are not able to do a consent, and we don't even want you giving updates about them until we can feel secure that you are not going to do said things. Then you're not going to be able to see your family. So she said, I'm done. I think maybe this is just my opinion, right? Or they contacted Brian and said, there's no chance in hell that this family is going to be even to have communication if you keep posting stuff about them on social media. They are protected, period. Okay. And that's just my feeling about it. I don't know what your guys' feeling about it is. It's actually called Chasing the Dragon. Oh, Lord, damn. Oh, okay. There's a dragon. He, Dragon's Tail could also be referring to a road that goes from NC to Tennessee. Okay, okay. The more you know. We are stand corrected. There apparently is a Dragon's Tail road from North Carolina to Tennessee. So we'll clarify that. Okay, we're over here. We're over here to spread good information, right? Good rumors. Okay. Good to see you, Amy. I think so. Also, I can see APS maybe saying that, but I would question them saying they can't speak of their own family no matter who has them. I think maybe it they can probably speak to their other family members, but nothing on a social media platform because there's an active investigation, maybe. But hell, I don't know. That's just my opinion, honey. Okay? That's just my opinion. I think he was talking about H. Mm-mm-mm. Well, like I said, I hopefully she gets herself some rehab, okay? So let's go on over here and continue on. Now, someone went and posted underneath one of my videos, okay? They don't comment a lot on my videos, but they do sometimes. They always give good information, a good statement. It's never anything crazy. But we're going to go over here to Ashley because she shared the post. And then there was some other things. So this is not my content. This is actually Fitzgerald on I'm going to copy this. I think this is how you do it. If I'm not doing it right, someone can let me know. If I'm going to share her content, then I'm going to at least drop her thing in the chat because that's the right thing to do, right? I think that's how you do it. I could be wrong. If it's not right, I'm not trying to be an asshole and not share it, okay? I can't find Ashley on Facebook anymore. I just found her page, so um I think I'm doing, let me see if I do it, if there's something here. Report, help Ashley block. No, don't want that. Um, I'll show you the thing. I'll show you what she looks like. Okay, I might have done it wrong, Mama Bear, because like I said, I'm freaking brand new to Facebook. All right, I don't know nothing. Nothing. All right, so I don't know how I would share it. I did copy the app thingy. Maybe that's the way you did it. Um, hmm, hmm, hmm. Well, anyways, Mama Bear's gonna get it, but maybe she can tell me how I can do it. So, but this is public information here. I'm not interested in her children or anything like that. Please, if you guys go over there, show some, respect and stuff like that. Don't, be doxing her family and stuff like that. Like, we don't get into any doxing. We don't get into, talking about children and stuff like that, okay? Um, that's private, people's private life, okay? So here is what it was 19 hours ago. Let me make sure you guys can see it. Okay. All right, so I'll read it to you. It says, Whitaker update. It appears that Eric has fulfilled his financial obligations to the Whitakers. Please note that this information is alleged and we cannot verify its accuracy as we do not have a credible source to confirm it, which is true. This is underneath my post, and you can tell because you can see who that is right here, right? On the right-hand side where the heart is, that's my thing. She blocked out the name, which I respect that. I much appreciated so the person doesn't get harassed. I much appreciate that a lot. So far, so good with Ashley. I like it. I like it. I'm liking her. Okay. Even though we may not always agree on each other, point of view, but like it. So here is where things are with the car. Now, this was on my post underneath the last video I did. If you go to newest, it should be the one. Okay. We can go there and look at it too. But it was good for some information in here that I want to read to you. So here is where things are with the car. Larry or the family never asked Patrick for a car. Once the car was gifted, Patrick was sure to utter to everyone he was even with the family on content revenue. He was even with the family on content revenue because of the car. It was said Eric's attorney did indeed reach a number with the family. What the family was owed, and there was a deduction from what Patrick was the received because he was indeed paying them and literally borrowed it back. So I'm reading it as it's stated here, guys. So he was staying a month behind and always owing them from the very first content payment. Larry is indeed in possession of a sum of cash large enough. He has looked at two vehicles for sale locally by individuals. I have not asked directly, but it does look as if Eric made good on the money owed. Patrick, however, has failed to give a cent. So I don't know about that. Okay. I don't know if that's the way that is going to work. So, I don't know. Patrick or Eric hasn't came out and said anything. So, and that was off of my post, and I commented underneath it, obviously, because I appreciate him. So then it was posted here by Ashley Fitzgerald. Who knows what P was talking about? Oh. Pam said she got your ass blocked. She said, well, maybe if you ask her kindly here, Pam, if you could, and be nice over there, Pam. Be nice over there, Pam. Don't be going on somebody else's damn page acting nuts. Pam, you go over there, with your shirt all the way tied up to the neck. Okay, all the buttons buttoned, wash your face and shit. Say, hi, honey. I'm sorry if I offended you. Maybe she'll unblock you. Okay? I'm just giving you a hard time. My grandma's mouth is worse than mine. Oh, Lord. All right, so here we're going to read what Ashley has to say. Ashley's link has been in the chat. If you guys do go over there, be kind. Don't be looking into this lady and all this. Don't be doing, just take the information, man. Okay, there are some content creators over on Facebook that look like they got to dig into your family, your grandpappy, your dead grandpappy, your great grandpappy, all of your grandpappies, and your grandmamas, everybody, to dig up whatever skeletons they can. Let's not be those people, guys, okay? Who gives a shit? All right. So it says to provide clarity on the actual reason the Whitaker family returned the SUV, here is the relevant information. The same individual who gifted the family a 2013 Chrysler Town and Country and installed a BTU propane heating system in their home would have communicated directly with them during this period. As instructed by investigation officials, the family returned the vehicle to Patrick. He is a content creator with a small following, but does not seem to be motivated by posting on his page, and probably for good reason, as there isn't an active investigation going on. Okay, so here they were told by officials. I can't go any further. So, in my opinion, Gary McGowan is the person that um, is freaking fabulous. Oh, usually my only family block. Apparently that he is Lady K, have you started reading your book yet? Let me tell you, I have not started reading the book yet. I took the weekend off, and there is another content creator. I wanted to see how she went with the book and if she got struck down, okay? Because we want to read it over here. But I was like, I don't know if I want to read it because I don't want to get a copyright strike, because that material is a copyright book, and books, I believe, are a little different on the way that YouTube TOS is. But Breaking Chains is reading it, and I was waiting to see about a week or two to see how it was going to work out for her. And then we're going to read it, okay? But yes, have you got yours? Have you started reading it yet? I'm not going to lie. I did listen to some of it, though. I'm not going to lie. I listened to some of Breaking Chains when they were reading it. I'm not even going to lie to you. I didn't wait for you guys. I didn't. I'm not lying to you. Doing pretty good today. So anyway, let's get back to this. So apparently, Mr. Gary McGowan, so they were told by officials that they need to take that back and not accept that because of the investigation. He is not putting anything on his Facebook regarding this and making content off of the Whitakers. Apparently, he is someone that is kind of local to this family, and that's that. So, that's very interesting. Okay, very interesting. It's very interesting. But BJ was also, and I don't know if it was under hers, but BJ was also underneath somebody and another content creator uh talking shit, straight smack. Okay, I was like, holy shit. Like, she was not being nice to people. So let's go ahead and cruise around over there. I just don't know, like, how everybody's feeling. Do they think that this is going to be season 4 and this other person's now going to create content? Do you think APS says no more, we're not doing this, we're not having it, you cannot make any content off of the family? And how active is the investigation? And did Eric Carroll actually give them any money? Is Larry Whitaker been paid? Okay, that was a big situation. That was also pushed by Patrick. Can he confirm or deny that the Whitaker family received monetaries from Eric Carroll? So I think we're going to jump over to Eric Carroll. Don't think it will be one to discuss. Oh, Okay. Well, I think what we were gonna do, DMJ, I think we were gonna do like with the private link, and then whoever wanted to join about it, we were just gonna talk about it. Is it real? Is it real? Woo, is it bad? I didn't listen to it. Yeah, that's what I thought. They will send you cease and desist letters. That's why I haven't really mentioned it anymore. I wanted to read it online, but I'm going to tell you what, the copyright and it holds a lot of teeth. So I just do not want to mess around with that. That's why I kind of waited. And I think it's just picks and choose on who they copyright strike, okay? So I'm like, I'm not going to read a book to have a copyright strike from reading a book. So, yeah, so we got to be careful with that stuff. All right, so now we're going to go over here to, let me slow this down so I can search. All right. Eric Carroll, I don't think he's made a statement. The last statement that he had was, and we'll watch it real quick. I stand with John, the documentary. He has a documentary coming out yesterday. Oh, let me show you guys. Sorry. Let me bring it up so we can see what he's doing. He's moving on like nothing's happened, okay, on Eric Carroll page, which he built a lot of this following, okay. He has 186,000. I don't know if anyone knows um, how many followers he had before all this started, right? I know that he had a large following on his dad podcast, I believe, but I was also told that a lot of his followers were bot followers. So right now he's sitting at 186,000 followers. I don't know how many of those came from the Whitaker family content. Would be kind of interesting if I could probably look back at some of my stuff and see, because it tracks it just like I have tracked other people, how their followers increased off of certain stories that they've talked about, which it is what it is. I'm not knocking the guy for that, okay, because that's how things happen. But it looks like he's continuing on his life like nothing's happened. There's been no public statement. There's been no video of him trashing um, the air of Patrick trashing the Airbnb. He said that he was going to put that out. He did not put that out. Um, and a lot of these things, I have a whole thing that I'm going to do about Eric Carroll. I was just waiting. Okay, I was just waiting to see where this went. Um, with the Whitaker money, because we're now into another month. All of the pages are still being monetized, and we'd like to have some information on that. The YouTube page is still being monetized. You're still be able to send stars and things on the Whitaker family page. So, in my opinion, that these channels are still being monetized, and as public people that came together to help the Whitaker family, is that going to be shut down? Who's over those pages now? No one knows, right? No one fucking knows. It's crazy. So there's a lot. I have a lot of information about Mr. Eric Carroll that we're going to start doing some looking into. Because not just because of the Whitaker family, but he fights for fathers' rights. He does not speak highly of women on a lot of the time. Okay, he just doesn't. Um, some of the things that he has been caught saying, from my observation from public videos, are is kind of not good for a woman. Actually, what he said, that it's the worst thing for a woman to raise a child in a roundabout way. How dare you, dude? Do you raise all your children, sir? Are you financially caught up on all your child support payments on all your? I mean, I'm just here to ask. I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying you're not. I'm just asking a question. Do you visit your all of your children on a regular basis? I mean, I'm just asking for a few thousand friends, okay? So we're gonna listen to this real quick, just to give us. This is October 3rd. It's actually 30 days from from today that he decided to get up here and make his public statement, okay, clearing the air and breaking the silence. Okay, for around a month, I've stayed silent while other countless false stories and assumptions have been made about me and my involvement in the situation currently under investigation. Ooh, that's a long sentence, by the West Virginia State Police. Let me be clear. I have been a cooperating witness. Listen to his words. I have been a cooperating witness from day one and fully supported this investigation because I wanted the truth to come out. Unfortunately, misinformation has spread and innocent people are getting dragged into it. This video is my chance to set the record straight with the facts I can share right now. When I am able to speak more openly, I will. But for now, this is what you need to know. So this is 30 days out. If there has been, the money's already been handed off, there isn't any reason why you can't come out and show us the video of Mr. Patrick trashing the Airbnb like you
Hey
said
guys,
he
it's October 3rd, 2025. It's been
pause this. Is there any way you can like turn this down because it's freaking loud as shit? Okay, here we go. So are you guys interested in doing a dive on Mr. Eric Carroll? Let me know because we got to set up this month's what we're going to talk about this month. Which way you got? This is our channel. This is the people's channel, right? So we got to set up where we want to go and how we want to do it. Okay. Are we sure that Ashley isn't aligned with Eric also putting out unverified info? That seems to be clear. Eric, I have eyebrow raised about this Ashley. I have no idea, honey. I'm sharing. There's, like I said, we're not going to agree to everything. There isn't one person on the this earth that I agree with 100%. Just to be honest with you, but that doesn't mean that we can't have adult conversations. And people think that I stand for Patrick or I stand for Eric. That's not the case. I stand for what the truth is because they came and brought a Whitaker family to the public platform, and then some things happened, and we're not getting all the information, and then they will go radio silent. So for me, that's not good business. If you're going to bring a family to back to social media and talk about full transparency, full transparency, full transparency, well then have full transparency, like you said you were going to after an investigation's over. Okay, well, when's that going to happen? You said, now it's being said that he has made do with the Whitaker family. He's gave him the money. So what else is there? Is there some legal stuff that we don't know about? I don't know. But I am not here for standing with anybody, standing in front of, behind, or beside anybody, except for what really happened. And always keep in mind, people, we may not like the Whitakers at this moment because, it's kind of doing some shady business. But the Whitakers never went to social media. Social media went to the Whitakers. They never got on a live and said, hey, help me, give me, give me, give me, give me. People have went to them. They've never reached out to other people. Okay. So my thing is, I'm just looking for the truth. Eric seems to have a far-reaching, very controlled group of individuals who are popping up on Facebook to paint him in a better light. Sonny Megan was one of them. Yeah, for me, look over comment text to talk to text. Look over comment. Oh, okay, right. Well, yeah, whenever you do talk to text, sometimes it gets messy. I got it. Hey, Tragic. How you doing, girl? There's Tragic. She didn't show up for a Halloween thing. So we have to freaking bum rush her ass whenever she gets in the chat. Everybody attack Tragic right now on the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Get her. I hope you had a great weekend. Tragic. Okay, I hope you had a fantastic weekend. Tammy Ramsey said, I think the Lady K needs $10. And she gave me $10. I think what she really wants to do is see Judy. I think Tammy wants to see Judy. Okay. I suck. Screw you, me. No one's getting you though, Tragic. See? I hope you had a great weekend. I kind of tapped out for the weekend and just enjoyed my friends and stuff. But I think that Tammy wants to see Judy. Judy, get your butt up here. It's Monday. We got to thrust our pelvises. Bitches, get up. Get up right now. Get up from under your chair. If you can stand, stand. If you cannot stand because you got arthritis or something going on, wave your hands in the air like you don't care because it's Exercise Monday. Let's go, heifers.
Oh, we're here to let you know. Well, if you want a boogie, get down on the dance floor. Let's go! Ha, ha. Ow! Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Thank you so much for that. Very much. I appreciate it. Eric gave them a dime he would make a video to pat himself on the back for. I'm thinking the Sam thing. Sam thing. I'm thinking the Sam thing. Why is my tongue getting tied today? Jeez, Bates. I think the same. I think he would get up here and be like, well, look at me, look what I did. But I could be wrong. But there's a lot of information about Mr. Eric Carroll. And I've been just saving it, stacking it, and saving it, stacking it, and saving it. All right. If people can dive deep on Patrick and all of his past and have no problem sharing it because he put himself out as a public figure, Mr. Carroll has made it very clear that he's a public figure. He stands up for the rights of the fathers, the rights of the fathers. Okay. The mothers are no good, but we got to take care of the fathers, okay? I'm not saying that the justice system doesn't have some screwed up things when it comes to the fathers seeing their children. Yes, the system is broken. Can we not see that? All right? Can we not see that? Okay? But we won't get into that today. We gonna do it, though. Here we go.
Been a while since I made a video, and I'll just tell you, there has been so much going on with this drama. I haven't wanted to be attached to it, and I don't know that it's going on unless somebody brings it to me. What is going on right now is a travesty.
It's a travesty, sir. Okay, I'm gonna.
But I want to do a little bit of talking because there are so many rumors, and this thing is so out of control that I'm going to make a little video right now. Obviously, there's only so much I can say. There's an investigation going on, but I want you to know this. I was the one begging for there to be an investigation. I have been a cooperating witness from day one, talking to the state police, talking to Adult Protection Services. Whatever you need, I've got it. Here you go. I've got nothing to hide. I've got all the receipts, documents, text messages, emails, to back up everything I've been telling you.
Did you include whenever you ask your community over on Dad Talks about funding your Airbnb and all that? I mean, I hope you have every receipt, sir. I really do. I really do.
Guys, along the way, I have nothing more to say. What is going on right now, the real exploitation is right now, all these content creators that are going around making up these scenarios and no.
I think that you make up scenarios on certain things too, sir. So, I mean, you're a content creator. You even said it. I'm not a content creator. I do not create any content. What I do is I review content that other content creators put out, and we give our observation. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please do your own research and form your own opinion based on your own research, okay? I am not here to push you one way or the other. It's just, entertainment purposes only.
Nobody is even close, guys, to knowing what the real story is. Not even close.
I'm sure there is probably a lot of truth to that.
Close. You've got several different scenarios with that misrepresentation. You've gotten people that have gotten text messages that have complete new narratives behind it, and they're trying to twist it to make it look like it's something more than it really is. And then I've seen stuff, guys, that people are just making up completely out of thin air. None of it makes any sense. My wife came to me one night, very angry, seeing a woman say that she had known me and my wife her whole life. The reason I wasn't able to come home from West Virginia is because I'm on methadone. And
I don't know anything about this guy doing anything. Like, I've never, like, I have no, like, why? I don't even know what that's got to do with the price of beans. About him being on any, I've never seen him do anything like that. No, I did see a video with like a lot of different kinds of drinks, but here, let me tell you what I have in front of me right now. All right, I have one Coke a day, one Coca-Cola Classic every day. And I normally have it with my lunch. Okay, I just got done eating my lunch before I came live. So I still have the Coke, and I also have a one of those, cups, that keep your things full of water. So I have a Coke can here and also another glass with, not a glass, but a Stanley cup with water in it. So I guess I could be called double fisting. I don't know what's in those cups. I don't know if he has drinks protein, and I don't know what's in those cups. Okay, I don't know, but there was a video made to cup this and a cup that, here a cup, there a cup, everywhere a cup, cup. I have no idea what's in the cups. Did it look odd? Hell yeah, it looks strange. But someone can say I look strange too because I have a Coke here and I'm taking a sip of that. But Coke is very sweet, but I like it. I like it. Okay, I like it. But I have to then take a little sip of water because it's a little sweet for me. But you guys know where I'm going with it. Stories about people doing methadone drugs just don't come out of nowhere. Yeah, I have no idea what the guy. I don't know him personally. Like I never heard of the. I never even heard of Dad talk today. I haven't. I don't even know this cat.
My wife has given me this ultimatum. I can't come home until I'm off of the methadone. I've never taken methadone in my life. None of us know who this person is. And there has been more scenarios like that, guys, than I can even start to tell you. At the end of the day, I did what I did for 3 people out there. And I'm not going to say their name, but you know who I'm talking about. And they love me. I think the way they act when I'm around tells you everything you need to know. They didn't have a voice. I wanted to be their voice. I know things. I will eventually be able to tell you what's going on. I can't.
Somebody that has not ever been exposed to a country living environment in the depths of a country, like in the middle of the country, people living off well water, people cutting wood for a wood stove. I mean, all of those types of things. Okay, we all know that the Whitakers needed some sort of clean, the cleanliness wasn't the best. We get that. You can live in the country, but you can still keep a clean house. Okay? There's a lot going on in that household. Yes, there's a septic issue, all of that. Okay, yes, it needed to be addressed. But someone from a metropolitan area going down to the dirty South and deep in a country environment setting, they may not find what people locally find appropriate, and then what people in the city don't find appropriate. Okay, you understand what I'm saying? I know that to be a fact because I was born and raised in the country, and I moved to a metropolitan area. We do things different in the country than they do up. I walk around barefooted in my yard. People thought I was crazy in Chicago. They're like, don't ever walk around. Why? Because things get thrown out of people's cars, ma'am. I'm like, oh. I was moving my vehicles out of my driveway whenever I would mow my yard because I thought rocks were in the yard. Because where I'm from, there's freaking rocks in our yard. Okay, from the road. All right, and I didn't want it to chip the paint on my vehicles. But then my husband comes home. He's like, why is the cars in front? I'm like, well, I didn't want to chip the paint. He's like, how many rocks do you see around here? I'm like, well, I guess that's true. Just certain things like there's no rocks in the city. There's no gravel roads in the city. Okay. So yeah, I mean, it was just different perspectives. It was very, very weird from going from country life to, living in the city. It just is. And people that have done it, they understand what I'm saying.
Do it right now. But when I can, I promise you, I never would have said anything if I didn't have the proof to back up everything I've been saying to you guys. But again, from day one, I have been a cooperating witness, talking to the state police, talking to Adult Protection Services. Also, the money that's owed to the Whitakers. I tried to get that money over to the authorities since day one. I didn't want that money in my control. It was supposed to go into a trust account. The day that Betty no-showed the meeting with Adult Protection Services is the same day she no-showed the meeting with the attorney, Robert Dunlap, out of Beckley, West Virginia, where I had emailed back and forth with him and said, I'm bringing Betty with me so we can get this trust account set up today. With them getting government benefits, they can't have just big sums of money gave to them, it can mess.
Okay, so we're gonna talk about this right here, guys. His wife don't trust him much. It kind of sounds like that, right? I don't know his him and his wife and how they get along. Don't know, but I mean, it bothered him enough to talk about it. People say all kinds of shit about me, but I don't get up here and talk about it. I tell my husband, we laugh, we go on, right? Okay, so so here's where I'm going to stop right here. With everything happening in today's world, with people getting their benefits off on November 1st, certain people, well, anyone that receives a SNAP benefit did not receive theirs on November 1st. Okay, people's Medicare and insurance are going to be directly affected for people that pay, through Marketplace. Your premiums are going to go up. All of this is happening in our real world, right? So in the Whitaker's real world, they also allegedly collect checks from the government. But they also over here sitting on 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, $100,000. We don't know, between 40,000 and 100,000. We know that. How are you guys feeling about that whenever their neighbors over there have no SNAP benefits coming in? Okay. Someone gave them a Range Rover. Okay. But they're still collecting government and they're worried about government assistance. How are you guys feeling about that? Absolutely. That is absolutely true. They did not go. It hasn't been pushed through yet. Beezer. It was ordered, but I don't think it actually went through. I think after P broke his leg, Eric did go live and said oh my God, can you tell me where that is in the timestamp? I would love to hear that, Token Hillbilly. Like for real. Like for real. Good point. Yeah, you can't eat a Range Rover. Absolutely not. You cannot eat a Range Rover. So how are you guys feeling about, have they actually been paid yet? Someone's saying that Eric made it right. All right. I'm talking about with the money that Mark Latea gave them through the time, $3,000, $4,000 a month on top of what they're getting from government assistance. If we're going to talk about the story, we have to talk about the entire story with the Whitakers, right? Yeah, that would be awesome if you could find it. If you can, let me know. I would love to know that. I think Congress should be paid parallel to the average income their constituents. Without the fancy perks and benefits, they would vote much. Amen to that. Too much, Mom. I hear you, sister. And some stranger body band. I don't know, right? I'm trying to catch up. That's okay. Gene Wells Jr., good to see you. So I was just wanting to know, with everything that's going on, too much, Mom, baby, you over here, you say what you want. Okay. We say what we want. And then we're like, damn, probably shouldn't have said that. It's okay. We're adult people over here. So sometimes you guys hear it when I hear it. When it comes out of my mouth, I'm like, oh shit, I need to recant that. Right. But for me, I don't know how I'm feeling about it, because they have received a lot of money from Mark Latea. And just a year ago, right? It was like a year ago before Patrick had stepped in. There was a lot of money that was being funneled to them. How they spend it, that's not our business, right? That's what it's not our business how they spend their money, absolutely. But the government's still assisting them. That's a lot of money that has been going through their hands. EBT has restrictions on vehicles, got to be 5 years or older. Got ya. So, I mean, I just want to know how everybody was feeling.
Up things, but I'm in contract with Betty and Larry. That's their money, and if they will tell me where to put it.
Larry says he's still in contract. So a month ago, he said that he was still in a contract with Betty and Larry. The letter apparently hadn't been received yet.
I have an attorney now. The last thing I wanted to do was go hire an attorney. I was in this thing to build a house for this family, of whom the majority of them I love very much. And that's not happening now. I wasn't getting the truth from anyone. Nothing was transparent. And I would love to tell you, if I knew then what I know now, I never would have gotten involved. You don't know what I know. I can't say that, because I know there's 3 people that are much better off right now than they were before. But it has not been easy for me in that process to make sure that they are taken care of. Adult Protection Services told me numerous times that money would be out of my possession before I left West Virginia. That didn't happen. The last I heard from them, and it's been over a couple of weeks ago, they told me they were talking to a judge that would let me know where to put that money. It never happened. I offered to give it to the state police and the lead investigator when I was there. They knew it was in my possession. I created a savings account where I took all of the money related to the Whitakers and put it in that account. I haven't taken out my part, reimbursed myself, anything. I put it in there and it's sitting there until my attorney lets me know where they want us to distribute. He's going to be doing the distribution for me. He has sent out letters to Patrick, Betty, and Larry, letting them know I no longer want to be involved in this thing. This is not what I signed up for. And for anybody that thinks I was here for nefarious reasons, guys, have I been making content? I don't want to make content about this right now. I was there to help someone, wanted them to have a better life. And this thing.
Well, from the videos that he shared, the way I look at it is, he wanted him to do it the way he wanted it done, not the way that was going to satisfy the Whitakers. Okay. Hi, Milky. Good to see you. Wonder if the three in custody will get their share of the money. Yeah, I don't know, and how that the state will probably take it, right? They should not be getting any help from government, in my opinion. I mean, that's a lot of money. That's life-changing amount of money. $100,000 could change someone's life today. Okay? Any bank can set up an escrow account. Eric is just BSing. And that's the thing. I think a lot of people get out here and say things, but people that live in real life, that deal with estates, that deal with banking, that deal with inheritances, that deal with any kind of accounts, we know how it goes, right? We know how it goes. It doesn't take a rocket science. You could just simple call to your bank can solve that question for you, right? But you got to look for the information and not just take what people say to you, okay? Is anyone besides me worried about when the people keep giving them stuff that someone is gonna end up unalive by either OD heart? Yes, yes, it does. God forbid an innocent person do to someone driving and absolutely. That is, yes. Yes. To clarify, I don't know if he needs or utilizes MAT. More power to him. My only purpose painting out disparities is because it goes to his ability and prediction to twist words to fit various situations. Got you. I understand. APS has no say over money Betty and Larry are owed. Got you. That fake shaky voice. Again, shut up, Eric. Hey, Shaby, it's good. It's always good to see you, honey. I hope you're doing well. Shut. I want to say this for Shaby, how she wants to say it. Again, shut up, Eric. I fear they are not better off torn away from their loved ones. Hopefully I put enough deflection, Shaby, for me to say it like you wanted to say it. People giving them things could end up in tragedy. It very well could, and I see your point to that. That's a good point. How many people think that people keep giving them money, 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 that this could end up with someone ODing or something like that? It's a possibility. Without management skills, that money won't last long. No, it will not. Without somebody overseeing the financial ends of things, it's life changing. But if they're a healthcare home and have to pay for medical care, oh yeah, it'll be, yeah, absolutely, Milky Way, absolutely, it'll be eaten up faster than hell. Furthermore, you don't fall deeply in love with people you've only known for weeks. Yeah, right. You could have you could care about someone, but I love them. I want to tell, they love bomb this family. It was gross. Absolutely. That's my feeling too. It was like, it was odd. It was just weird. Yeah, the contract. You're welcome, Shaby. Um, Contract was between Eric, Pat, Betty, Larry, so that's where the money will go. Right. Yeah. Just saw and joined live. When was this video with Eric? Never saw it before. When did he tell them in a letter he no longer wanted to be involved, as all I've heard publicly is contract violation? Right. I believe that this was October the 3rd when this video was out, and I cannot recall when Patrick was up on my panel and said that Betty did receive a letter. It was last month. It was after the 3rd. So when he states in here that his attorney did send him a letter, so you know, violation of the contract.
Has just went completely off rails. If those three were still there and I had the resources and I could build them a home, my heart would 100% be behind it. That's not what's happening now. And I don't even know what's happening now, but I know I don't want to be involved in this. I've been sitting back. Anything that you see online that's been done on the Whitaker Facebook or anything, it's not me. It's just not. I've sat back, I've been silent, and I've just seen the circus continue. I don't know what's going on unless people tell me about it. I don't want to look at it. I don't want to look at it. These content creators that are going out there trying to bring this situation up to get views on themselves, it's disgusting.
And I think he's talking about Brian right here. Now, this is a month ago. Okay, this is about Brian, on my opinion. It's illegal to make a contract with a West Virginia resident for more than like $500 without a West Virginia contractor. Oh, that's good to know. Listen to this. I don't know. Can you tell us where we could find that? Now, I'm not going to say I'm going to look it up, but if someone, good, good by words, could you tell us where we could find that in case someone wants to look that up? Because we like to like where we could find that if someone wants to like really look that up. That's interesting. That's very interesting. And remember, this wasn't the contract that he's speaking of, was not signed by a notary. It wasn't signed by an attorney. It was just witnessed. So I don't know how good a standing that was. A handshake used to mean good faith too, but that doesn't mean anything anymore. So two ladies involved since he inserted himself and took their money and now under investigation. Yeah, he's definitely under investigation because he is part of this, right? Patty Boy is the bad apple, not Eric. Everyone's going to have their Gene Wells. Everyone has a right to their opinion. I am not trying to base, my information. I'm just reviewing public videos. I have my own personal thoughts, but that doesn't mean that you have to agree with me. This isn't an echo chamber over here. It's just not. The original playbook, the majority of the public's concern was Betty, Ray, Lorraine, and Timmy. Larry inserted his greedy self after the money started coming in. Yep. I thought if I'm going to help with transportation, I would look into prepaid Uber for a trip to Walmart once a week, a trip to methadone clinic daily, and now trips to a lawyer to visiting. That would be the best way I would do it too. You know what I'm saying? Didn't he say he was still in contract? Yes, he did, right in like 2 sentences before. Breezer, exactly. Would the guy pick a freaking lane over here? You know? Let me see. My husband is West Virginia contractor. Okay, yeah, just because I will see where I can find the law. Some people like to see the law, and I understand that. They'll be like, well, that's misinformation until you can prove it. I just like to say, okay, this law can be found here. You know what I mean? I wonder if they even had a non-family witness to the contract. That's a good question. I have no idea. But I know that it was signed by a witness. That's what Patrick said on the live that we had with him. If Eric really made them sign off a settlement of their money, I hope they buy a home to fix their septic, because that is still looming to be fixed. Absolutely. And that was the situation. Remember, we were told that if it wasn't fixed within 30 days, then the house would be condemned. And then that story was recanted. Okay, it's been way after 30 days and they're still in the home. Allegedly, apparently. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of stories that were being told by different people that say that they have private information. You know what I mean? So we don't know what's true. We have no idea what's really true. And the state police haven't came out and made a public statement about this. They came out and said that there is an active investigation. If you contributed to this family by any way, shape, or form, to contact them. That's the only thing that they have said. They have not came back out and made like an official statement where the investigation stands. And I wish that they would. It would put a lot of this to rest. You know what I mean? Basically, it was an agreement and not a contract. Right. That, right. I mean, no, what? Petty Bird, you're too smart. Like, why didn't we, like, duh. I was like, why didn't I think of that? It's just an agreement, not really a contract, right? Because it's just an agreement between some people. It's not really a contract. I think a contract would have to be more legal, right? But hey, I'm not a legal expert. This isn't a learning channel. This is a review channel, right? With Uber trips prepaid, there would be no concern on how gas spent driving around. Right, Tiny. Mm-hmm. Why would they need Uber? Just to go and do their things like the Walmart, get their food, get the lawyer, get to see APS visits, whatever. If Eric truly loved Timmy like he claims, he wouldn't care about the internet BS. He would be heartsick that Timmy hasn't seen or heard from him. The one he claims Timmy loves so much. Shut up, Eric. Just said we'll never be able to see Ray, Lorraine, or Timmy again. It is very sad. And the thing it is sad is that they should be given the right to live however they want. And now the state has been put into a position that they have to make the decisions for the three that are in protective custody now, because they're now their guardian at the time, right? So they don't have a choice now. They don't have a choice. They can go sit on the front yard. They don't have a choice now, or on the front porch. Go walk around their front yard like Ray used to like to do. You know, they don't have a choice now. And that's what makes it sad for me. Looks like it might be, okay, here's the code if anyone wants to look it up. Milky Way Girl says, looks like it might be West Virginia code 46-2-201. All right, so there it is. If anyone wants to screenshot it and look it up, that might be the code there. Thank you for looking, everyone, for that. I appreciate you doing that, because some people might want to look it up. And I'm going to leave it up there just for a second, because I may have to go back here and look it up too and see exactly what it says. You know what I mean? If Betty didn't have the dogs, it would be nice to put her, Lorraine, Timmy in a cruise ship for the rest of their life. Right? That would be nice. Ben Happy, I think Ray might jump over the ship though. Right? He's so full of it. He had and has the resources from the money he made and is still making. That's true, but if there's even bartering, it's illegal. I seen it, material and labor of more than 25. I love a good barter. Let me tell you what. Let me tell you a little story. So, my dad was a country guy, okay? Farmer, just a country dude, all right? So, now I want you guys to keep in mind, at the time that my dad and I had this conversation, he was already on hospice. So, you know, and he was taking a medication that the doctor had give him, because my dad had a lot of pain. My dad died of cancer, that he had lung cancer that metastasized to his brain. All right, so my dad wasn't always clicking on all cylinders, but he was a joy to be around, even on hospice, okay? So, my dad used to barter for everything, okay? He taught me how to barter, and I love to barter, okay? I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it, all right? So, my dad was sitting with me on the porch, and even though he is diagnosed, he did not have a chance of recovery. They said it's far advanced. There's no chance. So my dad kept smoking cigarettes, and I would take him out to smoke. So we were sitting there, and my dad felt very happy and humbled that I left from Chicago, came back home to take care of my dad while he died. Right. And he didn't have money. My parents don't have money. So if you think you're going to sue my family for some money, you think again, they poor, they broke. Okay. So my dad didn't have any money to give me to take care of him, which I wouldn't have accepted it anyway. But he knew financially, I stopped doing what I was doing to go tend to my dad. And it wasn't a big deal. It was fine. So what he told me was, he says, well, and this is about his exact words, because I'll never forget it. He's like, well, sis, I don't have much to offer you for taking care of me all the time like you do. And I appreciate you. What I have is, I can't say it without laughing. I'm not crying, I'm laughing. He goes, but all I got is some canned jam in there. Go on in there and pick you 3 canned jams, and I think we could probably call it even. And I'm like, all right, Dad. And he said, but He goes, but you're going to have to bring the jars back because they're not mine. I'm like, so my dad traded hospice care for three jars of jam. Okay, now that, my friend, is a good fucking barter. And it touched me. Okay, God love him, right? He goes, all I got for you, sis, is You goes, go out and get you some. I said, oh, but I need my jars back. I'm like, give me. I freaking died. I'm like, oh my God. But let me tell you, I took that jam, baby. I took the jam, honey. I went in there and I got me 2 strawberry and 1 peach. Okay? Oh, I'll never, and that, my friend, is how you barter for hospice. It only takes some jam. Tammy said that she need to come over here and become a member. Oh, she just needs to get up and get her blood flowing again, right? Oh, come on, come on. You know what time it is? Get up, everybody. If you can't stand up, put your hands up. Get that blood flowing. It's Monday. We got to exercise with Judy. Come on, Judy. Get up here and thrust your pelvis.
Oh, we're here to let you know. Well, if you wanna boogie, get down on the dance floor. Let's go! Ha, ha. Ow! Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Thank you so much. But yeah, that's a barter right there. That's funny, isn't it? Oh, how does Eric sleep at night? I don't even know. If I was going to improve the house now, I'd put in a doggy door and fenced yard so the dogs can easily poo outside, then remodel and rebuild and update a bathroom. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't even know if it's even where we could do that. They could do something like that. You know what I mean? All right, let's get back to Eric.
It is absolutely disgusting. None of you knew what you were talking about. You're claiming to have information that you don't have. You're trying to go into people's lives and find certain situations to find any type of dirt to justify you getting on the screen so you can take advantage of this situation to get people to look at you. Good job. You're irrelevant. Not really. It's pretty sad that you have to do that because, listen, there is real life consequences to this. When I was in West Virginia, I'll never forget it. It'll be just like 9/11. I know where I was, what I was doing, who I was with when 9/11 happened. I'll never forget where I was and what I was doing when I got in the news that Charlie Kirk had been shot. I'm up in this strange town in West Virginia where I had gone away from my house and my family for weeks. And now I'm being told that Charlie Kirk has been shot.
So someone asked me in the chat, did I take the jars back? Absolutely, I took the jars back. Let me tell you something. There's a rule. If you don't bring the jars back from the canned vegetables or whatever, you don't get no more. Okay? So yes, baby. Yes, I did. But just to tell you this, and in one of those damn jam jars, I taught my dad how to play card poker, like poker for quarters, right? And he took all my damn money, took all my damn quarters one night when we were playing, you know, when he was on hospice. And before he passed away, he had put all my quarters in one of those jam jars, okay? And he had put on there, he called my name, her money, give it back to her. So I got all my dad. I was in one of the jam jars, and I didn't have to give that one back. But I'm like, my dad took all my damn quarters. I said, I taught him how to play poker, and he whipped my butt. I said, ain't this some shit?
He was killed. Guys, at this point in time, I had to leave an Airbnb that I was at. One, because it was trashed. And yes, I got the video and everything that needs to be shown on that. And it will be gave to the appropriate people, and they'll get it whenever it's needed. And there's people that will gladly speak up about it because they had to clean it, and they're the ones that made me aware of it. But while I was up there, people found where I was staying at my Airbnb. They came and supported me.
And that was Brian, I think. He had people going to look for him. And I didn't mean to make you cry. It's a good story. It's great. That's my dad right there in all his glory. Okay.
We're worried you're uncovering something that's really big. You have no idea what you got yourself involved in. But that freaked
Right.
me out. How did you know where I was? We went to another Airbnb that was owned by the people that had to clean the Airbnb that got trashed. But they know I took care of the people where I was staying. Anyway, I was there at the new Airbnb 10 minutes in the middle of the woods, guys, out in the middle of nowhere, before someone found me. They came,
Oh my
again, they was
God.
there to support. If you need a house, let us take you out to eat. The only thing that was going through my mind is, how did you know where I was? And now I'm in a public place when I find out that Charlie Kirk was shot. A father that was 31 years old. Now, I've met Charlie numerous times. I talked to his past.
Okay, so this is clout chasing, in my opinion. Charlie Kirk and his unfortunate passing has nothing to do with you, sir. Okay, and why you would try to get. Now, I'm not going to listen to the rest of this, sorry, because to me, that was unacceptable behavior. I'm just saying, that wasn't, he shouldn't be, no. Quit clout chasing, in my opinion. In my opinion. Okay? In my opinion. Let me see what this is. All right. Wow. But yeah. So allegedly, well, you could have got back. I think George, nobody told you to stay. Right. Right. He could have left. He only mentioned Kirk for the algor. Right. Exactly. Just like not. I know what. To me, that that just wasn't good. That wasn't good. Okay. And what I've also have documentation on that a lot of stuff was paid for. A lot of the people that showed up on his Dad Talks podcast and stuff. A lot of that was paid paid for by his by donations. So it was a paid appearance. Okay, just like if you go to those, throwbacks in the 1990 era, people that used to have shows out, you can pay to have your picture taken with them. You can pay them to hang out with you for a couple hours at their little events. That's not uncommon. It's not unheard of. No one's that dumb. Okay, I'm sorry. It's just the way it is. You have enough money, people will appear. You got 10 grand for 5 minutes. They're going to take your 10 grand and sit 5 minutes while you ask them 3 or 4 questions. Hell yeah, they are. I would take 10 grand if someone wanted to spend 5 minutes with me all the way to the bank. Surely would. All right, but that's how it was done. All right, and there's a lot of information that I have that runs with that story. Okay, that if we want to go down um, that road, we will. Yes, exactly. He paid for exactly, exactly. Verbal contracts with witnesses is binding in West Virginia, but harder to prove. It's recommended to have a written one, though. Got you. Got you. In my opinion, this Eric is slippery, greasy guy that was fired from the used car lot. Damn, not the used car lot. It's good info. I'm just not sure how to interpret without looking at case law. Too much for right here and right now. Good info though. It all helps. Yeah, absolutely. Anyone that has information and all that, we can put it together and people can interpret it how they want. All right. Native Virgo listening in the background coming from AD's channel. I appreciate that. Thanks, AD, for dropping my link when he does. We drop AD's stuff over here too. I like listening to him. Hey, how are you doing? Good to see you. So, it's very interesting how this is all unfolding. Now we have this is season 4 of the Whitakers, apparently. Okay, season 4. Okay, we had season 1 with Mark. We had season 2 with Eric and Patrick. We had season 3 with Brian. And now we have season 4 with the man with the van. The man with the van. Man with the van. In the propane heater. All right. This verbal agreement was stated in video by both Eric and Patrick, so I think pretty binding. That's a good point, Tiny. That's a good point. That's a good point. Mm-hmm. That is a good point. It is on video. You know what I mean? And let me tell you, if this goes to court, um, all of these videos that they have made are going to be brought up. All of the contradictions that we've showed over here, just over here, and we're not investigators. This isn't an investigative channel, right? We just observe what people say and then give our opinions. They're going to see all the inconsistencies of things that are being said, all right? And they're going to want to speak. They could potentially want to speak with the Amish people. They could potentially, if this goes to court, I might pop up. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm going to hit the road, honey. Okay, all right, and be like, I want to get all of the details. You know, right? Exactly, and there's some information, um, that that is true. I pray it goes to court. Whitakers deserve the money. I think that if you work for money, even if we don't like what was done, then they still deserve to get their share of what was agreed upon. Period. It doesn't matter who we like, who we don't like, what side we're on. If I'm upset at Larry because Larry didn't take the thing back himself, or just drop it off in the driveway, send him a text, something. You know what I'm saying? To me, that was not Larry. You're a damn grown man. Get your ass down there and return that SUV if you don't want it. You know what I mean? To me, I'm like, nah, Larry, that's not the way we do business. All right, stop that. And let me also say that I've been watching a lot of information on West Virginia, and not don't get the idea that West Virginia is everyone is like the Whitakers. That's farthest from the truth. There are good, hardworking people there, and that have true values. And don't think that everyone that lives in West Virginia are that they're not the face for what the Whitakers are not the face for West Virginia. That's the best way I can say it. He apparently paid $50K for that trip, including the limo to a limo. Get out of here. Pick me up on the way. All right. We're going to go together. We can carpool. We can split the gas. We are frugal over here. So Betsy, what are you talking about? He rolled up in a limo? Get out of here. I didn't even know that. I will let you know if I have to go to court. Okay. Hopefully you don't. Agree Larry should have returned the vehicle. I think so too. Get out of here. That's crazy. Exactly. A search engine might be prompted to watch the video Eric created. Think he mentioned 9/11. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. That's why I stopped it. Once I start hearing weird crap, I still don't believe he talked to the Amish about a house. I think he pushed the scam ad for as far as he could and bailed in the name of BJ. A lot of people think that. A lot of people think that. Lord, Pam, I ain't seen it. And I thought I knew about just about a lot of stuff about doggone Whitakers in this situation. I have not seen it. Holy crapola. Woo, baby. I'm going to have to look that up. Amen. And I'm from West Virginia, and I can say that's backwoods. It gives us a bad name. Yeah, and they don't represent the West Virginia. They just don't. They don't. I have a personal friend that's from West Virginia, and they know the Whitakers. They know of the Whitakers. They know the Whitakers. All right, but you know, let me tell you what they refuse to do. I spoke to them when this first story first came out, and you know what they told me? I will not spread rumors around. I do not want to be part of it, because what is going on social media and what they've done to this family, even starting with Mark Latea, because she's even mentioned to me, the Whitakers didn't go to social media. Social media came to the Whitaker family. And there's so much to the family story, tragedy, and trauma. She's like, there's no way. She has a direct line to the Whitakers. She will not utilize it for me. And I've never pushed the issue. I never said, well, can you contact me with some? Nope, because I respect people's boundaries, period. At first, she's like, I might come and talk about it. And then after all this shit broke down, she's like, nope, I don't want a part of it. And I'm glad she didn't. Now I'm glad she didn't. And I also have friends that you guys know who Titus is in Kentucky. You guys ever see him? He is the old country boy that lives off the land. I have direct contact with that guy too, but I don't ever bring him up here or have, I could boost this channel that way as well. But I'm just not, I just don't, because I like to keep my friends and my YouTube stuff, right? She totally failed. She totally failed. Right? He probably would have. You should have told your dad you would trade one jar of jam for a half a dozen of biscuits, right? Oh my gosh. There's a lot of stories like that though, Pam. Let me tell you. My dad was stuck. I don't know if you guys have ever dealt with anyone with cancer. I'm sure you have. But he had a hard time eating anything. And he really, 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 really liked the Casey. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the store, the general store, like Casey's General Store. Well, they had one near where my parents live. And they have biscuits and gravy. The only reason why I'm telling you this is because of the biscuit. They have these biscuits and gravy for breakfast. Well, he really, really liked their sausage gravy. And we would get up very early in the morning, me and my dad, and I'd be like, well, will you want to try something today, this morning, or are you gonna pass on that? And he's like, what? And every day we'd be like, well, I wouldn't mind trying some of the biscuits and gravy from Casey's. So what, I'd get over and go get him some. And like a few times I would miss, it would be sold out. And I asked them if I went ahead and maybe prepaid for every day for one biscuit and gravy, if I could guarantee my dad, because my dad was on hospice. He only had a couple of weeks to live, and he enjoyed their biscuits and gravy. The lady said, well, I can't do that because people work differently. But you know what she did? And this might make me tear up. She goes, I can't guarantee you that. But if your dad thinks about our biscuits and gravy on his, hospice journey, I'm gonna go give you. She gave me a can of the sausage gravy that they use, and she goes, your dad can have them anytime he wants. You don't have to wait till morning time. Oh my God, that broke my heart. I cried right there in the Casey's store. And I went home and I should have bartered some more damn jam. I'm thinking about it now. Should have been like, hey, Dad, look what I got. What you got to barter for, son? And then my dad had that damn gravy every single day and evening. That's what my dad ate. That was so nice, right? It was so freaking nice. I was like, oh, broke my heart. I have tears in my eyes. I mean, that was they didn't have to do that. And I offered to pay for it, and they are like, no, they knew my dad. I mean, everyone knew my dad. I watch Titus vids because we do Runaway Truth. I have a direct line to him. And I would never try to be like, hey, I want to have Titus on my channel. We're going to do a phone call or whatnot, or go to his house because, just they're personal friends. So I can't do that. I'm in Illinois. We have Casey's everywhere. Yeah. So, if you have a Casey's around you, go buy a damn fountain soda pop today from them. In memory of my old man, old Pops. Yes, their biscuits and gravy are the best, right? He loved them. Something he wanted to eat. I should have bartered something for more jam out of his ass, though. Shit. Why didn't I think of that? Now I'm like, damn. My dad got over on me on that one. Oh, Lord have mercy. That's funny. So let's go over here and see real quick. With my dad, it was my homemade lasagna. He said it was one of the few things he could still taste as they burn out his taste buds with, oh yeah. I never thought of that. My dad had a lot of radiation on his head. I think that someone does the YouTubes for him. I don't know his YouTube channel name. I think that someone actually puts the videos up for him. I just know him on a personal level. I don't know any of his things on social media. I love Casey's biscuits and gravy. I used to have them growing up, right? Yeah, their pizza's pretty good too. I mean, if you can't get any pizza, yes, I've started watching him, and he. Let me tell you. I'm going to give you a little. I don't know if it's been publicly announced or not, but let me tell you, Titus got in a little bit of trouble. Okay, so maybe you're going to hear it. You're going to hear it here. I'll tell you this. You might hear it here first. Keep an eye on Titus. He may have gotten in a little bit of trouble. I don't know if this is out publicly yet. Oh God, hopefully I didn't get in trouble. Oh shit. Oh, don't clip that, anybody. Facebook, mind your business. We got pizza all the time. It was one of my favorites, right? Yeah. You know what my favorite thing, I used to go whenever I was with taking care of my mom and dad. I used to go and they had these dessert things that were like Rice Krispies with chocolate on top. Do you guys, I don't know what they're called, but they were like Rice Krispie things, I think, and they had like a covering of chocolate on top. Oh my God. I'm like, those things are so freaking addicting. I'm like, oh my goodness to heavens to Jesus. Lord. I'm like, I would try to call myself sneaking out and go to the cases and get those before 11 o'clock. Scotch or roots. I don't know. Right? They have cases everywhere in like Illinois, like certain parts of Illinois anyway. I don't know about Iowa. Is that what it's called? Is that what they are? I do not even know. But they're really good. I'm like, I'm thinking about them now. I think I want to go to Illinois and go to the Casey's. A burger from Five Guys is exact. Okay. Let me go over here and check to see if Brian has put anything out yet. You know, we got to make, oh, he has one new post. Let's see what it is. Well, maybe it's a new post from that I haven't seen. It might be old. Oh, yeah, you guys probably seen this. Now, this was on, I'll share this with you. I'm sure you guys have seen it, though. My dad died of brain cancer and he lost his taste and changed everything he liked. We did get him Tudor's biscuits sometimes. Oh, maybe that's what it was because, goodbye words. He might have got himself in a little situation, but I think it's not huge. Okay. There is a predator poacher follower who makes the scotcheroo and hands them out at catches. Interesting marketing approach. Huh. Yeah, Beezer's never been to Casey's. You need a road trip to Casey's just to go take a road trip, get some pizza, get some of those things I was talking about. Okay, got to go to morning, then stay around for lunch. Just try it. Okay, if you're in a country area, you look forward to that sometimes. Okay, and it's kind of reminds me of like going home. I always have to go to Casey's. You know what I'm saying? Low salt diet. Oh my God. Typo horrific. Low salt diet. Let me tell you what. You can't be on a diet to go to Casey's General. Okay. It's not good for you at all. It's probably bad. Yeah. So let me share this with you guys. I'm sure you guys have seen it though. I'm sure you guys have seen it. All right, so if you guys can even see it. Oh, StreamYard's acting weird. I'll have to just try to blow it up this way. Becky said, Amy, well, this is from Amy Crum. Oh, I don't really believe much she says. Brian, they don't want anything to do with you. Larry called me Sunday wanting to know if I would get them some groceries, so I did and took them. Larry Whitaker told me yesterday that they do not want to have anything to do with you, and he has done told you that also. So quit lying and trying to make money off of them. People do not give this man no money. They do not want anything to do with him because they know he is a snake. I talk to them on a regular basis. I live 10 minutes from them. That's old Becky. Becky said, Agreed. I was lied to just like everyone else. Sorry for thinking you was spam. That's interesting. Wow. They have one in Florida now? Oh man, I can go get my damn snacks. Do they have one in Florida? It says Casey's in. Let me go see. Let me Google that real quick. Get out of here. Casey's General. Let me see where they're at. Ah, I'll be shitting. I think it said. Oh, I think I have a different. I gotta do. I don't think. I think I have my address still up in Illinois on here. So my. I'll just put Florida. Florida locations. Now it should bring it up. I wonder if there's one by me. I don't even know it. Well, I know that there's a Bucky's and a Wawa. I got a Wawa by me. I think maybe in Tampa. And that's way up and on the other side. Ocala. Yeah, that's a little. Maybe whenever I go to Illinois, though. Yeah, that's more up north. I'm more south. So whenever I go up to Illinois, I'm stopping there. Yes, girl, I'm going to Casey to get me some snacks. We have Casey's in Kentucky. We also have Wawa Hucks. Hucks. Let me tell you something. I was dating somebody back in the day whenever I was like 21. They were from the New York area, right? Took him to my hometown. There used to be a Hucks. And he's like, who the hell is Huck? I'm like, it's a, he's like, he thought Hucks was like a person. I'm like, we got to run over to Hucks. And he thought I meant like a person. I'm like, no, it's a gas station. He's like, oh, I thought Huck was a person. I'm like, at the very least, they will still have Larry's SS check and Betty's SSI check. So close to 2K a month. At the very least, how the heck can they not afford groceries when they have no mortgage? I know, right? Runaway truth, that doesn't make sense. I think because they give their money to their family. I think that's it. I think that's in my opinion. Casey's here, no Bucky's or Wawa. Yeah, we have Bucky's and Wawa near us. Well, I had to travel for a Bucky's, but Wawa's, yeah. But Bucky's are nice too. Don't let me get that shit twisted. Bucky's is nice. Bucky's is good. It's like a big old freaking shopping center. We always stop at a Casey's going to the race in Ohio and get chicken salad. They stopped this year selling it. Really? I haven't been to a Casey's probably damn near a year or so now. Because whenever I went up into Chicago, they don't have them up there. Mm-hmm. Yep. When I go down south to my family down south, I have family up north, up in Chicagoland, and then I have family that's still down south. So, my mom's still alive, and she still lives down south. And all my brothers, they didn't move out; they still live in the same area. I'm the only child of my parents that moved away. Like, and I really moved away. I go back and forth, but you know, I was rebellious. I was a bad kid. I was a bad kid. But I was the best kid. Ask my dad. He'll tell you no lies. Let me tell you that, honey. Oh my goodness. So I think Beezer, it's so good. We always thought that Casey's going to a race in Ohio. Yep, and get them. Yep, yep. Beezer, it's so damn good. I like the candies. I like all the good stuff. It's good. So I think what we're gonna start doing this week, if nothing, we're gonna start going down that Eric Carroll trail. We'll try to verify and you know the information or say nope, that has not been confirmed. We're going to do it. There's a lot of information out there that I've saved, and also tonight I'm going to work on the video that I told you guys. I have recipes that I have that can feed a family of 4 for under $10 that are shelf stable. So if you find yourself that want to help somebody, you can feed a family of 4 for under $10. Okay, and I'm gonna work on those videos tonight. I was gonna do it over the weekend, but unfortunately, I did not. I spent time outside of the house. It was beautiful weather in the state of Florida, and I wanted to enjoy every ounce of it. And that's exact. And oh, by the way, I cut my Tinky Dog's hair. I gave him a little haircut too, and that was interesting. I didn't do too bad of a job, I guess. Uh, you know, for the first time because my groomer is backed up because it's season now, and to get him into his groomer where he goes is going to be a 4 to 6 week wait. And I'm like, nah, we're good. We need to get his hair. So we did it ourselves, which was very entertaining. Let me tell you, we do not know what we're doing, but he doesn't look bad. He don't look bad. Okay. Oh, looks like one of the nearest me is Ashland, Kentucky. Why does that sound familiar? Ashland. Why does Ashland sound so familiar to me? Huh. I feel like I know Ashland for some reason. I don't know why. Out of groceries may mean they need transportation, or when the trio was there, someone to sit with them while they're. Yeah, that could be. I moved to Georgia almost 30 years ago. I've never think to go there when I'm back home. I got to change that. Girl, you got to go visit your stomping ground, Beezer. Beezer, get busy. Go down there where where you used to go and reminisce. Okay? You got to look back sometimes and know where you gone. That's what my dad always said. Don't forget to turn back around and where you come from. You always deserve to look back and look how far you've came in life. Right? My dad said, don't forget to turn back around. Don't forget to do that. Some people say, don't turn back around. My dad said, oh, no, you need to turn back around because look how far you've came. You know what I mean? Iowa, here I come. Casey's looking. And no, I did not advertise. I am not a paid sponsorship from Casey's General Store. But if they would like to sponsor our channel, we will love them to sponsor us. Now, wouldn't we? Then we all get free crispy treat thingies and biscuits and gravy. Ashland is near West Virginia, as mentioned in some of the winter. Maybe that's because I'm like, man, why do I know that? Maybe Ashland, North Carolina. Ashland's got me somewhere. I'm like, oh my goodness. I set my groomer up a year in advance. You got to. I guess so. Yeah, you and Mama Bear are from maybe around the same state. I don't know if Mama Bear still lives in Iowa. She might be from there. I don't know. Poppy, exactly. I don't miss Midwest weather. Let me tell you, baby, I don't miss. I'm getting ready to go back in the winter, guys. I'm getting ready to go back in probably, I think we've decided the second week in December, we're going to head back to Illinois for Christmas this year. I'm going to freeze to death. I'm going to freeze to death. I haven't seen a winter in probably, I think my husband said like 15 years, but I think it's been like 8, 9 years. I've not seen a snow. Oh, Lord, I'm going to freeze. Oh, crap. Yeah, Ashland, Kentucky is about 4 hours. I don't know. I feel like I know someone from there, maybe. Maybe we were talking about it the other day at breakfast. We went out for breakfast with some friends that are from the Kentucky area. And maybe I'll have to ask them, are you all from Ashland? Because you had me thinking about something on my damn stream. I'm just south of there, just a few hours. Okay, so Yeah, that's cool. You guys are, that's probably why we all ended up here because we all, you know, never got to get somewhere. I know I have to get some, I still have boots. So now I got to try on my pants. I haven't had like long pants on in forever. Wander too far that you can't go back home. Yep, never wander too far where you can't go back home. Mm-hmm. Yep. I hear that. Goodbye words. Mm-mm-mm. I don't, I think I still have a winter coat in there too. I think I kept one of everything because you just never know when, well, I used to have to make emergency trips when I was down here when my dad would get real sick. He would call me, be like, sis, you mind coming back? And I would never tell my dad no. And I don't like to fly. I had to fly for my job and I would do that. And then I would fly for my dad. That's about it. Those are the only two things I'd fly for. All right. But I flew for my dad. And, so I saved one boot, one coat, just in case. The Judds are from Ashland. Oh, I didn't know that. Beverly Craddock. Beverly Craddock. Beverly Craddock. That name sounds very official. Beverly Craddock. You're very official, Beverly Craddock. Oh, yeah, one of the Whitakers died in St. Mary's Hospital in Huntington. Oh, wow. Well, guys, I'm going to jump off here. I've been on here about 2 hours. I got to do some things today. I got to do some shit today. All right? I got to do some stuff. And we're going to probably start the November of Eric Carroll. All right? We'll get all of our stuff together. We'll start down and work our way down. How, when he created everything, how he did all his stuff, right? We sure did take Patrick through the woodshed, haven't we? We have questioned that man. We have on everything. We did it the same thing with Brian. Eric thinks that if he stays silent, then no one's going to question him or look into him. If he says that he's a public figure, then you're a public figure, my guy. And public figures get looked into, right? So that's the way it is. And we'll base our decision on the things that we find, right? And do your own research, everybody. I am only a channel that comes together. We observe what we see, we talk about it, and we make our own decision. Yep, now it's Eric's turn. Isn't I think that's where I'm getting Sheriff Craddock and Sebastian's case. Yeah, that's why I'm like, that sounds very official. She sounds like right, runaway truth. Oh, and Monkey Vaughn, they did arrest Stacy Wandra on murder charges. That is great news. If anyone has followed that case, Michael Vaughn was missing out of Idaho for damn near 5 years. I think it's 5 years, maybe over 5 years now. And they have now arrested Stacy Wandra. They've been a suspect. Him and Sarah, his wife, and two other people. They've been the main suspects, and he has now been officially charged and is booked in the jail for murder and other charges. So that is probably a huge relief, somewhat with Brandy. It will never bring back her loving son. She probably, and she's been very ill. She will never have her heart fulfilled by any type. There's no justice in this situation. There's just no justice. Because justice would her son being here with her. You know what I mean? So I can't say this is justice. It's not. But maybe some sort of relief knowing that that person's being held accountable. Just a little bit of relief, but there's no justice. It just can't, Monkey Vaughn, yes. And that is wonderful, such wonderful news. And I pray for Brandy. That's his mom's name. I don't speak a lot about a lot of the children and stuff over here because to me, I don't think that I could do it respectfully. And I know that a lot of content creators talk about children in true crime. I have to have a serious live stream to talk about children. I want to do it with the utmost respect and never tell false information. And that's hard for me not to chuck and jive with people in the chat. So that's why I kind of stay away from it, because I would never, ever want to disrespect a family or a missing child. And that's why I have a hard time with talking about children. But I definitely will tell good news, honey, when an arrest comes. Good talk, y'all. Thanks for having me. See you soon. Goodbye words. It's been a good talk to you with you two. I'm glad you came in, and make sure that you do something nice for yourself this week. Today, make a commitment to yourself to do something nice for you today or this week. Okay, don't let the sun go down without telling yourself something positive. Okay, we're too hard on ourselves out here, people. We are. We're just too damn hard on ourselves. You gotta thank yourself for being who you are. And until next time, my friends in my computer, take care of yourself, take care of each other. I'm gone.